Hi, I'm Timothy Dacus.
I'm standing here in SeaWorld at the Sesame Street Park here in Orlando, Florida. My very first time here, and it's the 50th anniversary of Sesame Street. And my favorite Sesame Street memory is the history about Mr. Hooper's store. That's why the store is called Hooper's Store. It's not just Hooper's store, it's Mr. Hooper's store. It was owned by a guy named Mr. Hooper. He's the guy that owned the store since the beginning in 1969. Lots of good memories of him growing up from the 69 and the 70s and the early 80s. But sadly, Mr. Hooper is not in his store anymore because he passed away in 1983. That's why they did an episode where Big Bird wanted to give him a picture he drew of him that he still has at his nest, but he learned the truth about why Mr. Hooper is not coming back because he died. It was so sad though, but luckily they continue his legacy. So then after that, that's when Big Bird learned other people took over the store next. David was the next one that took over the store, where he told Big Bird, I'm taking over the store next. Mr. Hooper lent to me. And then after that, David stayed working at Hooper's store in the 80s until the 20th year in 1989. That's when David left the show. So then in 1990, Mr. Hanford, the one I grew up watching, took over the store because I was born in 1990. That's how I know Mr. Hanford. And Gina, who was working as an assistant there, told everyone, that's Mr. Hanford down there. David doesn't live here anymore. He moved to the barn to work with his grandma. So now he lent the store to Mr. Hanford. Mr. Hanford's the new boss at Hooper's store. Mr. Hanford was a retirement firefighter. He did a good job. And then he left the show in 1998, and that's when those of you know who works at the store now, the Asian guy, Alan. I remember Big Bird said in November 1998, look over there, that's Alan, the new storekeeper at Hooper's. And Alan had the store decorated from its old original yellow and black square colors you see on the wall. It was painted all blue. And then after that, in 2002, they painted all tan. And then in 2008, it got repainted into a light grayish color with lights on top. And that's when Susan Gordon's nephew Chris helped Alan at the store, and he was new. And then finally, after 50 years, since 2016, Hooper's store is back to its original color again. Alan still works there, but luckily the legacy still continues. The store is called Hooper's Store to remember Mr. Hooper by, and Big Bird still has that drawing of him to remember him too. And happy 50th anniversary, Sesame Street, and God bless you, Mr. Hooper.